You may know the saying, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And nothing kills your ability to finish like the lack of motivation. So in today's episode, I'm sharing with you part 1 of 10 simple but transformational tips on how to keep yourself motivated for the long haul. Motivation is key. Let's get to it. What's good, everyone? Welcome to the very first episode of the Setup, Building Success from the Ground Up. I am your host, Jason Badu, and today we're diving into how to stay motivated and pursuing your goals. Now, if you ever set for yourself a big goal to achieve, you can definitely relate to the experience of not being motivated to do what is you're meant to be doing. And living in the 21st century especially, 7 billion people on earth, the competition really is higher than it's ever been. Go on any platform, type in what you're doing, and you'll see 100 other copycat Joes doing the exact same thing. And that can be quite demoralizing or intimidating. But the truth of the matter is, most actually lack the consistency or longevity to see their race through to the finish. And one of the biggest reasons for that is a lack of motivation. Now, what I want to get you to do today is to see your motivation as a bucket of water that needs to be filled daily. Reason being, as you fill your bucket, you realize there's a small leak in it, making it drain out, thus requiring you to fill it day by day, week by week. Now, this is very important, as the neglect to fill your bucket means the neglect to fill your body, mind, and soul what it needs to operate excellently. Too many times when we become unmotivated, we passively wait for something to kickstart us up again instead of proactively self-motivating ourselves. The problem with this is, if you're not being proactive, you're being reactive. If you're being reactive, you're reacting too late. Finding ways to keep ourselves motivated for the long haul can mean the difference between the wishing life or the fulfilling life. Alright, so enough of my rambling, let's get to the list. Number 1, create a vision to imagine possessing. The only reason we do anything in life is because we imagine the reward we receive for doing it. For some, it's becoming a world-famous actor and acquiring the love and adoration of the world and fans around us. For others, it's shedding 10 pounds and fitting into that dress before their wedding day. Whatever the reason, at the root, there's a desire that we want to have that fuels our emotion and gets us out of bed in the morning. This is number 1 because it's quite obvious. Set a concrete vision of where you want to be so you're motivated to get to where you're headed to. Number 2, set a healthy goal. For those of you who don't know, a vision and a goal are completely different things. A vision is the final stage, the end game, the puzzle once it's finally completed. A goal, on the other hand, is a daily objective that helps you to not veer off course and stay on track to where you're headed to. Now, what do I mean when I say healthy goal? It's important that when you're setting a goal that you set one that's difficult enough to stimulate your mind, but not too difficult to discourage you from even attempting the goal. A good tip is to remember the acronym SMART goal: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based, and you're good to go. Number 3, watch your competition. Now, before I get any new age thinkers saying, am I encouraging you to compare yourselves to others around you? Yes and no. There's definitely a time we should shut out the world around you and simply zone into what's in front of you. But there's also definitely a time where you should watch to see what's happening around you and allow your competition to re-energize you. Now, it's important you don't allow comparison to provoke you into being spiteful, bitter, or jealous. And if you feel that you are someone who's easily provoked negatively, then this may not be what's best for you. There's plenty of other ways to motivate yourself that don't fall into this particular category. But if you have a healthy sense of security and can keep a positive mindset, then allow your competition to provoke you to action. See what they're doing, how they're reaching their goals, how they're playing the game, how they're growing, and allow that to actually motivate you and provoke you to say, I'm going to be doing the same for myself. Believe that you're uniquely special, that there's something you can do that no one else can do, and see how your life flourishes going forward. Number 4, identify aspirational figures. Now notice I said aspirational, not inspirational. Aspirational is more than inspirational. There's someone that you can desire to be like, more easily relatable to make you believe it's also more possible. That's very important. Don't go and try to be like the sun. You're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Inspiration can come from anywhere, but aspirational is a deeper resonation. You relate to and want to be like the figure, hence a deeper motivation towards that as well. I don't know about you guys, but mine's Kevin Hart. I see a guy of his size who's doing at the highest level. A comedian, actor, athlete, businessman, novelist, entrepreneur. Every week I watch his videos and I see what it's like to do it at the highest level, and it inspires me to keep moving forward and to progress myself. So who do you resonate with on a role model like level that you can aspire to be like? Continue to set benchmarks for yourselves to focus on those areas that you need to develop to be like those aspirational figures. Number 5, working out. Your physiology affects your psychology. And physiology refers to the function of your body and its parts. One of the great influences of your physiology is exercise. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, and when you create and complete goals and routines, you're releasing dopamine. Dopamine creates the feelings of pleasure, euphoria, motivation, drive, focus, and concentration. You can imagine why these things are needed in pursuing your set goals. Exercise frequently and keep pumping your body with emotions and healthy habits to stay on track. So there you have it, part 1 of 10 simple but transformational tips for keeping yourself motivated for the long haul. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with anyone you know who may need this, okay? We'll be coming back with part 2 very shortly. Thank you for watching the setup. Keep building success and know that every setback is just a setup.